X-1, fire.
Welcome everyone back to the Haunted House Creation video series. This is episode 4. Today we're going to go through the new ServoTalk. This is new for 2024. It's replacing the PicoTalk controller. So first I'm just going to go over a few of the features on the outside of the ServoTalk. The first thing you'll notice is a nice big blue trim pot, which replaces the regular trim pot that was in there before that was a bit problematic. We had some problem with people stripping with it, and you can only use a small screwdriver. Now you can turn it with your hand, which is kind of a nice feature. And the other nice feature about it is that you can use a large screwdriver because it has a nice deep pocket, so you can turn it with a large screwdriver. And you can also turn it with a small screwdriver. So it's a really nice feature as well now. The other nice thing about it is the enclosure is everything's enclosed, so you don't have any of the connectors sticking out of the box. The power cable is nice inside, and so is the audio cable. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the standard setup, and in the standard setup, we're going to be setting all the limits for the servos. So what we're going to do is we're going to set all the limits, and then we're also going to set the eye color and also the speed of how it's going to react when you are playing your show. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unplug the power, and we're going to hold the set button, and with the set button held down, you're going to plug the power back in. And then what's going to happen at that point, all your servos are going to go to the 0 position, and then you're going to have one red blink. So the first thing we're going to set is the mouth closed position. So you hit the button again, you get 2 red blinks. You're going to turn the trim pot. I'm going to set the closed position. I can't see the front of it, so I can't get it perfect. But so there's a closed position. Hit the button again. We're going to get 3 blinks. I'm going to set the open position. We're going to hit it again. And now we're going to get 4 blinks, and we're going to go to the eyes. And now I'm going to use my fingers to turn to show how that works. So we're going to turn it left first. Hit the button again. And we're going to go right. And set the right limit position. The button again. Now you want to make sure now when you do the head turn, you turn in the same direction when you recorded the eye movement first. So we're going to go left first, and you can see we can go all the way 90, which is kind of nice, and then we're going to go 45. Hit the button again. We're going to do the right, 45, hit the button again. Now we're going to set the amount, and you can see the skull's moving a bit, because now we're doing setting the amount of movement you want it to have when it's talking and not talking. So basically it's and you'll notice also that the color of the LED has changed to yellow. So now what we do is we're going to set it to, and as you turn it, you'll see it'll turn less and it'll turn more. So now I've got it turning less, so counterclockwise is less movement, clockwise is more movement. As you can see, it'll start moving more. So I'm going to put it about halfway. We're going to hit the button again. And now we're going to adjust the audio sensitivity. So that's for the mouth, so we're going to need audio for that. So I'm going to hit the button. And so now, all the way clockwise is the least sensitive, as you can see, and all the way clockwise is the most sensitive. And I like it all the way clockwise. You can set it wherever you like. We can also make some adjustments to the mouse speed later on. So I set it all the way clockwise. Hit the button again. And now we're going to adjust, which is another nice feature this year, is the NeoPixels, and we can change the color of the eyes to any color we want and any brightness. So because we're haunted house fans, we're going to turn it red and make it a little bright. We're going to hit the button again, and now the next thing on the 4 yellow blinks is we're going to be adjusting now the LED mode for the lights. So basically that's going to tell you how the eyes are going to react in a certain thing, in a certain function. So you're going to see we got yellow blinks and we got blue blinks. So one blue blink is the eyes will throb when it's talking, so they'll flash off and on. 2 blue blinks. They're going to fade off and on. You'll see here if I hit the button and the audio starts, comes on, and then they fade off again. Then you turn it more, and you're going to get 3 blue blinks, and that's going to be, the eyes will stay on all the time until the timeout kicks in. And then 4, as you'll see now, is always on. So we'll put it at 4, and you hit set, and now you're done. It's going to turn green, and you're out of that, programming mode. And now everything, all your limits are set. And when you hit play again, it's going to go into random movement mode, and it's going to play everything as you set the limits. So the other nice feature this year, we have manual control. So if you have any issues with your skull and you don't know what's going on, all you have to do is take the trim pot and you turn it, and you'll see you now have control of each servo. So you're going to go into 1 blue blink as you turn it, and that is the mouth. So you can make sure that it works. You hit it again, you get 2 blue blinks, and in our case it's the eyes. You can see I can turn them left and right. And then I get 3 blue blinks, and I can turn the head back and forth. And that is a good way to test if you have any issues with your servos. Then you just hit the button again, or you can actually just let it sit there. If you don't do anything after 10 seconds, it'll go back to green again. So there you go, it's back green. So the next thing we're going to look at now is the advanced programming. Now that you've done your standard setup, we're going to do the advanced programming. So in the advanced programming, you have your servo sleep, your mouse speed, and also your eye and head turn speed, and also your idle timeout. So, and these are new for this year in the new ServoTalk. So to get into that menu, you're going to hold down the set button until it turns green. Once it turns green, you let it go, and you're going to get green and blue blinks. So we're going to go into the servo sleep first. So now in the servo sleep, it's going to be like, so if you want the servos to not be on after a certain length of time, right? So servo sleep is going to be 1 blue blink is the mouse sleep. There's 1 blue blink. 2 blue blinks is eye sleep. 3 blue blinks is sleep mouth and eyes. 4 blue blinks is sleep head. 5 blue blinks is sleep head and mouth. Turn more. 6 blue blinks is sleep head and eyes. And 7 blue blinks is sleep head, mouth, and eyes. And that's the default. So the default is, so after you set your idle timeout, after it's not talking, all those things will shut off. So if you set it for just the mouth to shut off or just the eyes to shut off after your idle timeout, just those servos will shut off. So once I've got it set at the default, which is sleep all servos. So hit the button again, and this is going to be your mouse speed adjustment. So this is an extra adjustment after you've set your limits. You can now set the speed of the mouse. So you're going to need audio for this. And you hit the button, and you get your audio. So all the way clockwise is really, really chatty. All the way counterclockwise, it actually stops moving. So you just slowly turn it clockwise, and you can get a nice sync with your audio. So that looks pretty good right there. It's nice and chatty, the mouth opens quite a bit. And I'll leave it there. The next thing we're going to set is the primary servo speed and then for the eyes. So you'll see it'll move 3 times, and then it'll stop. So now we're going to change the speed. It'll move 3 times and stop. So that way you can get an idea, see what speed you're at. and it'll stop. So I like it about here, and it stops. And then we're going to go now to 4, and then we're going to do the head. And you can see the head moves 3 times, and it stops. So then I can change the head speed to there, and it's slower. I can even make it slower. You just got to give it a little second to go, and then you can go faster. So that's really fast. And then we're going to go about midway and get a nice speed. So now we're going to hit it again. We're going to get 5 green blinks. And then we're going to get blue blinks. So this is going to tell you 1 blue blink. So we're setting now the idle timeout. So 1 blue blink is disabled. That means that you have no idle timeout. No matter what's happening with the skull, it will always be on. It will always be moving all the time. You set it to 2 blue blinks. After 30 seconds of no audio, the skull also, whatever servos you set in the servo sleep will shut off. And then so on, you get 3 blue blinks, that's 2 minutes. 3 blue blinks is 2 minutes, and then 4 blue blinks is 5 minutes. And so on. 5 blue blinks is 20 minutes, and 6 blue blinks is 60 minutes. The default that it comes in when you get it is 5 minute default, so that's 4 blue blinks. So we're going to have it on right now. I got it on 60 minutes, but we'll just go down and we'll put it on 4. So 4 blue blinks is 5 minutes. I hit the button again, the light turns green. And now you're into your full setup mode, you're ready to go. So everything you've done is saved, and now you hit your audio, and your skull is going to react to everything that you've done. As you can see, I got the skull head turning very slowly. I just said random things, probably things something you wouldn't set, but that's it. Now the next thing we're going to go into after that, after the advanced programming, we're going to go into the recording of animation. Okay everyone, now that we've done all the other programming features, we're going to go into the new feature, the recording animation. This is new on the new ServoTalk. We're going to be able to record 64 different positions of each servo. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the set button and you're going to hold it till the LED turns blue, and then you're going to let it go. And now that it's blue, it's going to be blinking once. And that's going to be your primary servo. And in our case, that's going to be our eyes. So you turn the blue trim pot, you see the eyes will move back and forth. So what you want to do is you want to center the starting position of that servo as you go. So the first thing you're going to do is put that in the center. And then what you're going to do now to start recording your animation, you're going to hold the set button for 2 seconds until it turns red. Once it's red, you can start recording your animation. So you can turn it right, you can turn it left. And you can let it sit there for as long as you want. There's no time limit with this, it's just the amount of movement, the amount of positions you can do. It's up to 64. You can also turn it fast, you can turn it slow, and all those positions are being recorded. So once you're done, you tap the set button, and then you're out of the program mode. And you're in the green mode, and that's the playback mode. So you want to hit it again, and you're going to get your 1 blink. You're going to hit it again, you're going to get your 2 blue blinks, and now that's your second servo. And in our case, that's our head turn servo. So now you're going to hold the set button for 2 seconds till it turns red, and now you can record your head animation. And once again, you can stop, you can let it sit there for as long as you want. You can turn it fast, you can turn it slow, And then when you're done, I like to put it back in the center. Tap the set button. And now you're in green playback mode. So it'll play back all your animation. And then when you want to get out, you just tap the set button. You get 2 blue blinks. Tap the set button and you're green and you're good to go. And that's it. That's how you do your recording of your animation for your talking skull. Now if you want to now watch him do his stuff, you add your audio.
Yeah, well, sorry about that. It's always hard keeping that last boy down. I must say it's nice to see such a large group of victims. I mean visitors.
And there you go. That's the whole thing. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.